Alright, welcome back to the channel. I think that treating your body the same way an athlete does is the single most valuable thing that you can do in your whole life. Now, I say this because when you think about an athlete, you think about discipline, you think about, committed, they've got, goals they want to achieve. They've got structured plans. They've optimized as many areas as possible towards achieving their certain goal, whether that is running, sport, in the gym, whatever that may be. But you can't deny that they are fully committed to their goal, to getting as good and be in as best condition as they can possibly be for their discipline. And it kind of got me thinking, why don't normal people, normal non-professional athletes have that same mindset? Why can't you go into the gym and optimize as many areas as possible to improve in the gym? Like, what is the negative outcome to thinking that way? Because I sat down the other day and had a good think, and I couldn't really think about anything that makes sense as to why you shouldn't be treating your body and your mind and your lifestyle like an athlete. You hear the term, my body is a temple, and that really, that sums up treating your body like an athlete in the perfect way. If you think a temple, you think of this place where you quote unquote do no wrong, and it is in the best condition. It's well looked after. You're in the sense that your body, your diet is strict. You're getting your protein in. You're eating quality foods. You're not eating rubbish. You're staying committed. You're fueling properly, and your training is disciplined. It's scheduled. You've got good structure. You may even have a coach that can help you fine details, improve everything about your training. And your sleep, getting you 8 to 10 hours, not staying up till 3 a.m. and sleeping till 1 p.m. That's still not it's still 8 hours, but it's not quality sleep. You want to get your hours in, good few hours, getting to bed, 9, 10 p.m. Your recovery, focusing on getting yourself right for the next week or block of training. Because just as much as training hard is important, so is recovery. So is fixing any injuries you've got, not trying to push through injuries. These things that you kind of associate with athletes are all principles and concepts that you can apply to your own life that are so valuable, and they're really not that difficult to execute. Like, is it really that difficult to track all your meals and eat high quality food? Like, if you go and ask a person off the street, they would say that there is no disadvantage to that. There's only benefits. So why aren't we all doing it? This sleeping well. Why aren't we all sleeping well? And all these things, and you break it down, you think, combining them all together, all of a sudden, you're treating your body like an athlete and you're not doing anything extreme. And this is why I've started not necessarily considering myself an athlete per se, but I train like an athlete. I like to think like an athlete. I track my diet. I'm well aware of exactly where my physical abilities are and how my body feels and performs and what it's capable of. And I'm also, disciplined and responsible with my recovery and my warm-up and injury management, because those things are inevitable, but they're also preventable. And all these little things, and, working hard to improve sleep. Not only does this improve your physical health, you're going to look and feel and perform the best you ever have. It'll translate to other areas of your life. Think about a business. if you're not working your hardest and optimizing everything as much as you can or know how to, and if you don't know how, finding out how to, of course, your business is not going to do as well as someone who is. That's just pretty simple stuff. Even if that's on a more basic level, whether that is going back to treating your body, you don't have a workout plan. Going and getting a workout plan. Going and tracking what you eat and putting steps in to improving. Maybe it's 1 meal a day that you eat that's better. These things are stepping towards those habits of an athlete. And once you become competent and consistent in all these areas, all of a sudden you've got people thinking, wow, he's in good nick. He's, disciplined, whatnot. And people start thinking of you like an athlete. Because you've broken it down, you've thought about the not so complicated areas, the handful of areas that make up an athlete's performance. So it really doesn't make sense why so many people aren't even trying. And yeah, they might say you're lazy or it's a lack of willpower or whatever it may be, but why can't they just start making steps? Why aren't, you think everyone could be as, disciplined and as fit as athletes? How much better their life would be, how much better their social interactions would be, their relationships, all this stuff. It's a really strong baseline to form a really healthy, positive lifestyle around, and to find, a lot of people find true fulfillment in really fine-tuning the details of their physical training, their eating, whatnot, because it is a very, very large portion of your lifestyle. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You've got an endless amount of problems until you've got a health problem, and there's only one. Because at the end of the day, you can't do anything else if you're not healthy and in good your body's in good condition. Anyways, if you're still here at the end of the video, I love you. And remember, life is what you make it.